10 seconds, I've been infected with the most deadliest virus in technology, the ransomware.
It was a regular day at work. Everything was seeming normal to me. I grabbed a coffee from the cafeteria, went straight to my desk, but as soon as I opened my computer, I was welcomed with a popping message asking for ransom. I called my manager.
It's on my computer too. I have the IT guy helping me right now.
Soon our company realized that we were not the only one infected by this computer virus. It was the whole economy.
Right now, a crippling cyber attack has businesses around the world on high alert. The ransomware, known as Wannacry.
I want to move on to the other developing story this morning, the global cyber attack.
The National Security Agency developed this software, and it's now being used by criminals around the world to demand ransom.
Security experts say this is one of the worst and most widespread pieces of malware they've ever seen.
Wannacry is a short form for Wannacry 2.0. It is the fifth leak from the NSA stock file. It all started on 12th May 2017. In just 3 hours, it dominated 4 continents of the world. So Wannacry basically did was that it encrypted everything, and it gave you 7 days time to get the decryptor from the hackers itself by paying the ransom money in Bitcoin. And Bitcoin, being a blockchain technology based product, cannot be traced easily. So how did Wannacry come to an end?
Basically, it was reverse engineered. It stopped the spread of Wannacry almost immediately, and that's a story that you can read on this guy's Twitter profile. So what really happens is, let's say you click an executable, or the executable is part of another task, it's another sub-process, and it executes. And it just starts looking for file systems on your machine, and it starts encrypting everything.
And that's not it. In 2021, there seek to be 300% increase in these cyber attacks. And one chaotic attack occurred in May 2021.
This is probably the most significant ransomware attack on one of our critical infrastructures ever.
Colonial pipeline is the operator of the largest pipeline carrying fuel from the Gulf Coast to the Northeast. It was hit with a ransomware attack.
Last month, hackers took our gasoline hostage. Now they're attacking our meat supply.
JBS says units in Australia and North America were hit over the weekend by what the company is calling an organized cyber attack on its information system.
And that's not the end of it. Just a month later, on July 2021, ransomware took on Kaseya IT company, disrupting the whole economy of Sweden.
The egregious attack that took place several days ago on July 2nd against our customers. On Friday, July 2nd, around about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, we had received some reports of suspicious things happening. So within an hour of the first indication of a potential issue, we shut down VSA. And we kept this breach to one module of our 27 modules, approximately 50 customers of our approximately 37,000 customers. We believe that the number of small businesses that are managed by MSPs, that are Kaseya MSPs, that were penetrated with this attack or that were directly impacted by this attack was between 800 and 1,500 downstream customers. So one of the phrases that I've heard from a lot of the government agencies, and it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
The Sweden grocery market, Coop, was a victim of this event. About 800 branches were closed down immediately because of its non-functioning.
At Regal, although they published on their blog that $70 million number, they later came out and said $50 million would work and that the price was negotiable. Well, according to Huntress Labs, who's been working on this issue, they said that this actually was the result of SQL injection. That's right, they were able to use a logic flaw that allowed them to use an SQL injection attack to gain initial remote code execution. Basically, they were able to go onto the web application, gain an authenticated session, and then via SQL injection pass commands to the server, and then commence, their attack.
So what's the solution, you may ask? The first thing you must know is that don't be vulnerable to cyber attacks. Keep your devices updated. That's the thumb rule of using any modern day technology. If you have sensitive material with you, always keep a backup on the hardware devices. Ransomwares can be affecting cloud files too.
Another option is, if you are better with code, is you can look at the ransomware itself, at the executable, and try to reverse engineer it, so at least it doesn't execute when running anymore. And that way, another thing you can do to protect yourself against ransomware is just follow cybersecurity best practices. Don't inject media that you don't recognize. Don't click on links that you aren't familiar with.
Most importantly, do not be a prey of web or spam phishing. That's the worst case. Ransomware is not just about the malware itself. It's more about the consequences that are led by it. In the case of Wannacry, it disrupted the economy by closing many of the small businesses, and greater losses were held by bigger companies. In September 2020, a chain of more than 400 hospitals were affected by ransomware, leading to cancellation of bookings, surgeries across the whole week.